Got my bowl of cereal. It dark? Your hair looks nice. Oh, I just blow dried it. That's all I did. Hi guys. Darker than usual? Is it because I'm wearing a darker sweater? You know what? More and more, I'm getting used to this camera angle of me. This is Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Not that I'm sponsoring it. Did I dye my hair? No, I didn't. I didn't. Spring boat. Maybe it's because my face isn't being blasted by light. Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting used to this angle. I'm kind of liking it. I didn't change my camera, no. I am gonna move the chat box though. Somewhere that's easier for me to read. Shadow. Okay, we'll put it here for now. The Misa stare angle. Happy Friday or Saturday? Were you working on Salesforce stuff? I borrowed it from a friend.
Najong Mosaji Mi de Chezu.
The Chezu. You know what? For an AI, it read that pretty well. Thank you for the resub, Cocoa Bites. This is just gonna be a stream of me eating my cereal. What kind of milk? Oat milk. Can I have some Ferrero I see in the back? No, those are mine. How was your week, guys? Or how is your weekend if it's Saturday for you? Like my bowl? My little Shiba bowl? Working this morning? Blech. Do you pour milk first or cereal first? Cereal first. Cereal first always. Misa looks different with this new camera angle. Good different or bad different? I don't know. With this angle, I feel like I look 12. But I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I do look different, but I can't like pinpoint it. What? Thank you for the raid, Mr. Icy Spice. Hi Raiders, welcome to my stream. So far, it's just me eating cereal. Icy raid. That's Jisoo. Hi, Mr. Icy and viewers. How was your stream? What did you stream about? That's Jenny. Are you a Blink or a K-pop fan, Mr. Icy? Just stream K-pop videos. That's what I do on my stream half the time. Approved. Why so serious? I do look different with this angle, but I can't like pinpoint what it is exactly. Here, this is my usual angle. I don't like it anymore. I like this angle. Sorry, I spilled some cereal on my desk. We like the darker Misa? Oh, you like the darker Misa. Have you seen them Jung model pics and Chewy Zook pics? I've seen a few, not all of them. Just turn the Discord notice on, homie bear. Oh, really? Discord notice are like 30 minutes after my live? Not good, not good. Maybe I'll put out a notif myself when I go on stream. Do I have to do that? Hi everyone! The stream title today is Deep Talk Friday because I have a lot of questions for you guys. Even I can't get, like, I like this new angle, but I can't get used to it. You know why? Because this is, now my face is on the main monitor. So I'm seeing myself a lot more. Like, I see myself a lot more than when I used to have my chat on this monitor. When I have it here, I don't really look at it that much. I just look at the, you know, the main monitor. But now that I have it here, oh my god. I'm so distracted. Yes, I have questions for you guys today. I used to not look at myself at all during stream, but now I can't help but just look at myself. Like, I'm just looking at myself right now. And it's kind of distracting. I don't want to look at myself. Something feels different when you're talking to chat while you're facing the camera. Does it feel more intimate? Does it feel more like we're having an actual conversation? Misa feeling herself? No, there is a moving face on my screen, and it's me, so I can't help but my eye just wandered to it. You should look at yourself sometimes. It's cool. But then I get distracted. Are you able to turn that off? I mean, I guess I could, but I don't think that's good because I still have to monitor my stream from time to time. Put that moving face elsewhere. I actually don't know how I can do that. Disable preview on OBS. I mean, I don't want to completely disable the stream preview in case something goes wrong. Is it more intimidating if I talk to you like this? Does it feel like we're making eye contact? Is it more intimidating this way? Looks like you're about to teach us something we don't know. Very intimidating, yes. It's not intimidating for me, though. I'm just looking at a camera. I don't see anyone. Staring contest? No. No, I can't do staring contests. My eyes dry out very, very quickly because I got LASIK. More than 5 seconds of eye contact? Looks like you're ready to talk to us about some serious stuff. Stop staring at my soul, please. See, this is great because it's not hard for me at all to do this. I'm not looking at anyone. Sorry, as much as I love this song, we have to skip it. We only say that for the end of the stream. See, actually, I prefer looking at the camera than looking at my monitor. Because when I look at my monitor, I see myself. So it's like I'm doing eye contact with myself. But here, I don't see myself. Nice eyes. Just stare at us when you ask us these questions. Wait, before we dive into the deep talk, before that, there's a bunch of stuff we have to go over. A lot of new Twice content, a lot of news for myself too. Also, we haven't visited the Google Docs in a while, the Google Secrets, so I wanted to revisit that. I'm gonna finish my cereal. I'm eating and you staring at the camera makes me feel self-conscious. No. I am not moving to Cali. That is not the new news. Actually, I think we should save the Google Doc secrets for deep talk time because some of them are really heavy topics. So you guys know how I was debating on whether I should go to the theaters to watch the Kaguya Love is War movie, right? Right, I was gonna invite Dahyun to go with me and that didn't work out. Well, it turns out that they extended the showing, so they're having show times this weekend as well, so I'm gonna go on Sunday and I'm gonna watch the movie. I'm so excited. Yes! Meant to be. I'm so excited. I got the tickets already. Okay. You going on a platonic date? Maybe. Maybe. Okay, I may actually have to change my camera angle back to the old one. Because otherwise I don't know how I'm gonna scroll through Twitter. Hold on, let me change it up. Okay, I'm back here now. Alright, where should I go to find the new Twice pictures? God, why isn't Misan updating, man? Like, I need the updates. Okay, yes. Like this. And no, we're not back to looking at Dahyun pictures. I just happen to have the window on Dahyun right now. I was like, "What's this? Isn't Twice?" And like, yeah, it's Candy Pop. Miss Saiyan's doing something better now. We're all still thinking about Dahyun. You can admit it. Oh my god. Oh my god. A woman. A woman. A perfect woman. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, no, like she's actually perfection. Does she like? I know she looks. I know she knows how good she looks, but does she know how good she looks? Cause damn, that's a woman right there. Oh, and we got the track list for Twice's new album. So Set Me Free. Okay, it's a title track by Galactica. Melanie Fontana, Lindgren, Marty Merrill. Okay, I know Melanie Fontana did BTS Boy in Love. And Galactica sounds very, very familiar. I forget which song of Twice's they wrote. The church girl grew up to be a goddess. Okay. Moonlight Sunrise. Okay. Very surprised it was produced by Ear Attack. I didn't know that. Ear Attack, I've never really been a huge fan of them. They're just this producer who I'd never really liked their songs. Okay, and Got the Thrills, okay, by Collapsed One. Very looking forward to that. I love Collapsed One. Blame It On Me, lyrics by Dahyun. Okay. Also Crazy Stupid Love, lyrics by Dahyun. Love to see it. Wallflower, lyrics by GQ, arranged by Lost Boy. No idea who that is. Galactica wrote Heartshaker. Oh, really? Alright, so we're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new songs. Damn, okay. Set Me Free. Has there been memes made of this already? I feel like there probably has. Dahyun is an ace. Really, really proud of Dahyun. She's the only one who wrote lyrics for this album, and she wrote 2 songs. Let's see, anything else? 12 mini album. Okay, we got nothing else. Dahyun's pen game once again. I'm actually really proud of Dahyun. Like, she's really establishing herself as a lyricist, and I like that. Love that for her. Okay, yes, I have to watch this, but first we're gonna... Okay, Jui's new Zook pictures? Zook? I don't even know how to pronounce it. Oh, she looks damn good. Jui goes crazy for this new Zook campaign. Oh, I love this photo of her. Wow. Hi, Sabi Dabi. Nice hair. Misa looks similar to Jui. I just washed and blow dried it. I didn't do anything to it. Oh, she looks damn good. I wish she'd get more brand deals though. I would wear that to work, but not look that good. If, like, yeah, no, me neither. Damn, that is a nice blazer. I really love this picture of her. Like, wow, goddess much. Man, with the face like that, I wish she got just like way more brand deals than she has. Oh, this one. Oh my god. A woman. Once again, a woman. This song reminds me of the end of the recent TTT. It does, right? It does. This is a perfect Twitter header, by the way. A perfect Twitter header. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Oh, this is a more high quality version. We're just gonna keep this open on a tab. He looks like a Taiwanese actress here. I don't remember who, but she gives me actress vibes here. This is a really nice picture too. Yeah, this is like the perfect header photo. Okay, there's also Jonghyun pictures out. I'm not sure if they're all out yet, but it's this one, right? Twice Jonghyun will be featured on GQ Korea March 2023 issue. She'll have a total of 10 pages. It's her first pictorial in a while, isn't it? Oh, no pictures are out yet? It's just that one photo? Just this one photo? Proud of her, proud of her. Although I feel like they could have picked a better photo than this one to use as the preview photo. I don't know, she looks like she wasn't ready for the photo. Like, she looks great, but I just feel like she doesn't look all that ready for the photo when they took it. But I still like it, and I can't wait till we see the rest of the photos. Really, really proud of her for getting pictorial. Can't remember the last time that she got one. For Marie Claire, maybe? 2020? There is a second photo, just low quality. Let me look for it. Hi, Strife. Esquire? Oh, was... Ah, yes, Esquire. Right, Marie Claire was 2019. See, I only remember the stuff that I did translations for. The second photo isn't worth searching for. Damn. Brian sends his hello, hi from a party. Hello, Brian. Who's at a party right now? You know what? I still want to find a second photo. Oh, this one? This one? Oh, it's such low quality. What the hell is this? Alright, well, I'm glad I found it, okay? And I know, this intro always throws me off, too. I keep thinking it's Into the New World. Alright, anything else? Oh. My friend sent me some Nyan photos. I don't know where they're from. I'm just gonna look for it, okay? Nyan. That's not Nyan, but thank you. This one. Is this from Bubble? Oh my god. Don't share pictures with my girlfriend? Please, what are you talking about? Okay, I know there's more. But where are they? I got my Casetify case today. It's pretty nice. Did you get the sign case? Is it the sign case or just the twice case? Okay, OT9 trans. Bubble, but she asked not to share it till she posts on Insta. Oh! Oh! Oh, okay. Go on your Discord. Someone posted all the Nyan pics from Bubble. Oh, but she asked us not to share, right? Okay, let's respect her wishes. But damn, she looks good. You know what? You know, it's gonna get shared eventually. Like, if she's gonna post on Bubble, someone's gonna post on the internet. I bet you Momo took that photo. Actually, I did. Guys, sorry to break it to you. I took that photo. Okay, what else did I miss? I've missed... That's so creepy! What's so creepy? Hold on. Yeah, but don't tell anyone. Okay? Wait, this song's a bop. This song's actually a bop. It's actually... Sorry, I'm just appreciating how great this song is. Hi, Ari Dara. Pink Lemonade is an underrated gem. I've heard Pink Lemonade before, but it's been a while. So I had to really take some time to appreciate the song. What is this? That is so creepy. Is it loud? Sorry. Oh me, Nyan got the filter. Mina gets it. Ooh. Nice. The creepy ass face. Oh, Dahyun, that is a creepy filter. Oh, Mina's so cute. Are they trying to like chew this piece of chocolate without getting the filter on their face? Nine gets it immediately. This is so cute. That's adorable. Eat without triggering filter. That's something I would do. She's my spirit animal right there. Also, note how Nyan was about to smack Mina on the head with her little hammer, but she chose not to. And she smashed her shoulder instead. That's love right there. It's love right there. Mina's cuffs in her palms is the cutest. She's so soft, little tiny babies. Oh, so cute. Ooh. Okay, and then there's one more, right? There's this one. Oh, this filter is so creepy. It didn't even trigger. China just wanted to hit her. Wait, this is a mess. This is a mess. What is happening? Oh my god, that is so creepy. That's actually so creepy. Wait, that's hilarious though. That is so funny. They would do this. This trio, this chaotic trio. Ah, I'm glad that they're posting TikToks every day because I love this content. I love this content. And they got my Minayan, so I'm happy. I'm very happy. Yeah, this is a header right here. Where are your TikToks? I know. There's just so many things on my plate. I have to work on the vlog. I have to make TikToks. I have to post on Instagram. I have to post on Twitter. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much for me to do. I saw a reel where it was said if your bias is Momo or Jihyo, you have mommy issues and I don't know how to feel about it. What? So random. How has your day been, Misa? It's been good. It's been good. I've been just like deathly exhausted though for some reason. I don't know why. Just been so tired these days. It's like no matter how much I sleep, I'm still tired. Like I might as well not even sleep. Also, I heard that Twice is going to the Kelly Clarkson show on my birthday in LA the day after the Billboard Awards. God is truly tempting me. Truly tempting me. I still have those Billboard tickets that I bought. The Billboard Award tickets. I still haven't returned them because I knew they were going to announce something that's going to tempt me to go. Okay. If you're looking for a sign to go, this is it. The Kelly Clarkson show is sold out already. Is it actually? I signed up for tickets, but I didn't get an update. So does that mean I didn't get in? Would it have been so fun to go actually though? Would it have been so fun? Not sold out, you just can't sign up anymore. When did they announce the winners? When did they announce who got the tickets? I was telling myself, okay, if I actually win tickets to the Kelly Clarkson show, then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna go. Because why not? A week before the show? Okay, let's see. The show is on March 2nd, so they'll announce it February 23rd. I don't know what they're gonna do on the Kelly Clarkson show. I just know they're gonna be there. Yeah, so I guess they'll announce next week, and so I will know by next week if I am going to LA. We will live vicariously through you. Prage, I hope you get the tickets. If it was just the Billboard Awards, I would have been like, okay, you know what? This is skippable. You know, it's fine. I'm only going to see them for like 2 minutes. But now there's a second performance. But it sucks because I already bought tickets to go to LA 2 weeks after the Billboard Awards. So I'm just going to go twice? No, that's so financially irresponsible, though. It's financially irresponsible. Misa, I know you want to go to LA and it's just trying to find a reason to go. I would say just go because you will have fun anyways. I know I'll have fun. Like, fun is guaranteed, but is fun worth it? Like, is fun worth the cost of the trip? Like, how much fun does a person really need in life, you know? Because I can have fun in New York, too. Fun is always worth it. Just stay for 2 weeks. I won't be streaming for those 2 weeks if I stay in LA. Time to move to LA. I want to. Like, all the fun stuff are happening in LA. What the hell? You can never have too much fun. But the amount of fun that I can have from saving on flight tickets and buying vlogging equipment instead. So, you know, it's I have to choose between the different kinds of fun that I can choose to have in life. You can always save money again. Just do some Crumb IRL streams. They're gonna be so scuffy. Yeah, so it's twice fun versus vlog equip fun. Great perks of working at an airline. You get to fly free domestically. No way, hook me up. The vlogging equipment isn't going anywhere, but the money for the vlogging equipment is gonna go somewhere. Okay? The vlogging equipment is not gonna be in my hands if I spend that money going to see twice. Or just have someone donate enough for both. Is anyone here like an Arabian Prince or like just, you know, loaded that you're willing to donate a little bit to me so I can go see twice? Any Arabian Princes in chat? No? Okay. Wow. I tried. What song is this? Dun, dun. Last Waltz, yes. Any Aladdins in chat? Any Prince Charmings in chat? Who you know just has enough money to throw out and give away to a random girl on the internet? We're looking for eligible bachelors for Miss Misa, and the test is sending her to twice meetup. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the heavens have planned for me. Okay, if I get those Kelly Clarkson tickets, then I'll take it as a sign for me to go, and if I don't, then I won't go. Okay? So, whatever the universe wants for me to do. Okay? Just, you know, I'm open. Let me know. No, I don't want a bachelor type show for me. I am not looking for a partner. I am looking for an Arabian Prince. Okay? Stay in this moment. Heart of the Cards? Yeah, okay, yes. If you are an Arabian Prince, just send me your info through the Confessions doc, the Google Docs, anonymously. Just send me your address. I heard feet pics make a lot of money. Probably not my feet though. With my black toenails and my bruised up purple foot. Can you imagine a bachelor show people trying to win Misa's heart? No one on that show is gonna win my heart. Believe me when I say I'm picky as hell, guys. I am the most picky person ever. My standards are both in hell and also up here. Okay. Oh, Mina? Okay, I'll take her. I'll take her. Listen, you gotta be on Mina's level if you wanna win my heart, okay? I'm the type who falls fast, but I can also easily be very turned off very quickly. If Mina shows up to that show, you might as well just leave. If Mina shows up to a bachelor style show for me, I will take her hand. We will fly off the island or wherever we are. We'll grab a helicopter. You'll never see me again, okay? What song is this? Believer. Join Singles Inferno? I don't have the abs for Singles Inferno. I don't have the six pack for Singles Inferno. I don't have a toned anything for Singles Inferno. Okay? Like, no. Zoe didn't have any of those and she was still there. And she was heartbroken. She wanted Yoonjae. She didn't want the Taylor guy. She wanted Yoonjae. Sorry, spoilers. Well, it's the show's over. Okay, if you haven't watched it, I'm sorry. There you go. So guys, in terms of Maple Story news, I have reached my goal of 8,000 Legion. I have made a total of 46 characters whose levels add up to 8,000. Okay, so you can say I've reached the end game. I reached the end game on Maple. Okay, so I can now quit. I can now quit in peace, or at least take a break. That's right, guys. I'm very proud of myself. I am a Maple Story legend. Also, I started watching You, the Netflix show You. You guys heard about it, right? The Stalker show, the show about the stalker. It came out. I'm pretty sure the first season came out a while ago. I just never jumped on the hype train, so I never started it until a friend forcefully showed it to me yesterday. So yeah, I watched episode one and I'm invested. I'm invested. I get distracted when you look at the camera. Are you intimidated? Do you get nervous when I look in the camera? Anyways, yeah, so I've been binging You, the Netflix show. I'm still on season one and I'm liking it so far. I'm liking it, but also I don't know where this is going and I feel a little bit uncomfortable just by the main character, but I'm curious to see where it's going. I need to watch that show. I heard the show and books are good. There's books? It's based on a book? Okay, I'm guessing the song's called TikTok. Never heard the song before in my life. What is this? Is this song called TikTok or no? It's off of Celebrate. Heard the show gets worse as it progresses. Okay, well, I will binge season one and see how it goes. I don't mind stopping a series if the next season isn't great, like Prison Break. I only watched season one. Misa already making me laugh the first second I got here. Yeah, what did I say? What did I say? Have you tried the Glory? I've heard the Glory was good, but um, I haven't been forced to watch it yet, so I will not be starting it. Misa exposed fake fan. I already exposed myself. Okay, I've said this many times. I don't know half of Twice's Japanese discography. Season 4 takes a new direction. Okay, well, I will finish season 1 and see how I feel. If I like it enough, I will try season 2, and if I hate it, I will just drop it. But yeah, I'm actually really glad that I have a new show to binge now. That my table is not messy. It's my snack coffee table. Okay, just this just had a lot of snacks on it. First half was great. Second part comes out same time as Ready to Be. Is that a show? Oh shit! I'm sorry. Sorry. Ready to Be Twice's album. Sorry, I was thinking Netflix shows. You can cancel me now. That's fine. Hey, no, we're talking Netflix shows, okay? So obviously I was thinking, okay, is that a Netflix show? It sounds kind of familiar. So, you can't just switch topics for me like that. Is that penguin flying behind you? That that penguin? Yes. March 10. March 10th is when the Ready to Be is coming out. Yes. Okay. Yes. I also watched Perks of Being a Wallflower and Happiest Season. Yes, I've seen those two movies. I've never actually seen Perks of Being a Wallflower, even though I feel like it's right up my alley. And yeah, Perks of Being a Wallflower, it was really sad. Perks be hella sad. Read the book. Should I read the book? Is it very different from the movie? Yes, Perks of Being a Wallflower has a really good soundtrack. Yeah, so just based off the trailer, I thought it was gonna be like a coming of age high school like rom com kind of movie, but it was a lot more emotionally heavy than what I thought it would be. Hi, Pride Noodles. It was actually so incredibly sad. Um, it was sad, a little bit sad, and also a little bit triggering. I never had a movie like trigger me as hard as that movie did. If you liked Perks of Being a Wallflower, I also should suggest The Art of Getting By. Is that also emotionally heavy? I like movies that are emotionally heavy. I do. But I can't watch multiple of those in a day. Do you think the main character was wrong when he kissed Emma Watson? Which during the Truth or Dare game or the other part? Haven't seen it. I will avoid it now. It is a little bit triggering, in a way. Yes, I will. I will let you. I will tell you that. Truth or Dare. Um, I think the main character was wrong for going through with the relationship to begin with, and I think the kiss at the Truth or Dare game, that was just like the ultimate culmination of everything he was bottling up. So I think he was wrong the entire time for doing what he did and not coming clean. Although I get it. He's like what 15, 14. You know, he's not the smartest guy. But yes, I love movies that make you think, like Perks of Being a Wallflower. Suggest me more movies like that. Just say yours. I stopped looking at myself, by the way. I've gotten used to this moving face on my monitor. I just learned to ignore her. I need a new webcam, though. I need a new webcam. This, I don't know why it's so grainy. Speaking of movies, are you going to watch the new Ant-Man movie? If it got great reviews, I was going to, but I heard that it kind of tanked at the box office. Tanked on Rotten Tomatoes. I could also swear it wasn't always this grainy. I just watched it. It's pretty good. Really? Okay, the thing is, guys, I've seen only Ant-Man 2. I haven't seen Ant-Man 1. Can I still watch Quantumania? Who's seen it already? Who's seen it? No? Yes? Quantumania. Never been the biggest fan of the Ant-Man universe. You need to watch Loki and Ant-Man 2. Okay, I've seen both of those. I've seen Ant-Man 2 and Loki. I watched it. It's okay, but Jonathan Majors could punch me again and again. Who is Jonathan Majors? Sounds like a man. It was asked to go see Ant-Man 2. I'm like, I didn't see Ant-Man 1. Kang? Kang? The first one was the best one? I don't know. I started watching Ant-Man 1. I don't know. The beginning 10 minutes was just so boring that I dropped it. Okay, and then I watched Ant Man 2, and I feel like I didn't really need to see Ant Man 1 to understand it. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm gonna see Ant Man at all. I rarely go into the theaters to watch movies, except for Love is War, obviously. Jujutsu Kaisen, obviously. Okay. Anime movies that take forever to come out on streaming services, I will walk into a theater and watch it. But I know Ant Man's gonna be out on like Disney Plus so soon, so it's fine. What song is this? 24/7? Underrated song. Underrated song. Godzilla? There's a new movie called Godzilla? Or do you mean the old movie? One of the best B-sides on the album. Actually, though. 24/7? Actually, one of my favorite B-sides. Especially the second half of the song. Godzilla versus Kong? Didn't that come out years ago? Did you get a chance to watch X yet? No, I was going to, but I read the description of the movie and I thought, no, I don't think this is a movie that I should watch. 4, 7. Yes, so the title of today's stream is Deep Talk Friday. Deep Talk Friday. And I have a lot of questions for you guys. I am ready. Go. I know you're ready. You're gonna love today's stream. What movie makes you cry? Titanic. Every time. Every time. I know I'm basic for saying that, but it's true. You're ready? Ready to be? Oh no, I haven't started the deep talks yet. Also, make sure to submit your secret slash questions on the Google Doc. I will be going through them at the end of the stream. Hachiko, very sad Misa. Any movies involving dogs, you just know it's gonna be a sad movie. Yes, you are just in time if you are here for the deep talks. Dun, 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 dun. No, I don't think I'll wear these today. This part's so good. This part's so good. I wear these glasses for days when I don't have any makeup on and I just look terrible. Hogwarts Legacy stream. I am waiting till I get a good enough PC to play that game. Misa Potter. Do you have a Harry Potter robe? I do not. I do not have a Harry Potter robe. Was LASIK scary? Very. Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Brett, don't bully people in chat. Okay? I am a Ravenclaw. I am a Ravenclaw. Through and through. By the way, so I was watching Perks of Being a Wallflower, right? I was watching Perks of Being a Wallflower. So without too many spoilers, there's this one character. This is one character, Emma Watson. Okay, she's a really pretty girl, but she keeps going after the wrong guys in this movie. Okay, and then she asks, oh, like, why is it that everybody I attract is a shitty person? Like, why do I keep attracting these shitty people? And then the main character goes, well, we accept the love that we think we deserve. I was like, yeah, that rings true. That rings true. And it's so sad. Cause like, how do you make somebody believe that they deserve better? How do you make somebody believe that they deserve more? This was a recurring theme in You as well, the Netflix show. How the main character thinks that the girl that he's in love with deserves so much better. Deserves so much better than these pricks and assholes that she keeps going after. But then, like, you're not in a position to force somebody to believe that they deserve better, even if you think it's what's better for them, right? It's hella difficult. And like I've tried to do that before by saying, like, just because like I care about you, you know, I want you to have better. But then I feel like it's not even my place. It's not my place. Like, who am I? Who am I? So yeah, you really have to leave it up to them. People have to learn through time and experience of someone better. You can't convince someone they deserve better. It's a realization they must reach on their own. Yeah. So I no longer want to be controlling. I don't want to like force people to change their opinions on things. It's still sad to see. It's sad to see. Basics? Yes, okay. You can only show them, just telling them won't really convince them. It's like every time I watch a movie, I watch a TV show where like the main character is so great, like it's an amazing person, but they keep like downgrading themselves to this version of them that's, you know, just undeserving of love and just, you know, craving approval from people and just chasing people, trying to make them see their worth. And it's just so sad. Like, why are you wasting your life going after people who don't even appreciate you? It's frustrating because I do the exact same thing. I do the exact same thing. Or I used to. I used to do the exact same thing. I try not to do it anymore. It's a symptom of the core toxic problem. Society's brainwashing that you must be partnered. I feel like that's a little bit of a different topic there. What song is this? Oh, Flow Like Waves. I actually didn't know this song. I had never heard it before. Okay, got it. Okay, yeah, so for most of my life, right? Most of my life, I've been just chasing for other people's approval. Like, if somebody didn't like me, right? If somebody didn't want to be my friend or somebody didn't like me as much as I liked them, I would think, okay, there must be something wrong with me. Like, I gotta, you know, I gotta make them see that I'm valuable. I gotta make them see my worth. You know, I gotta prove to them, you know, that I'm deserving of their love and attention. You know, so unhealthy, so unhealthy. And I didn't realize that this was actually killing my self esteem. It's tiring. It's very tiring. So tiring. But I didn't know any better. Like all of my self-worth and all of my like self-identity just came from the approval of other people. And I wasted so much time in my life doing that. And because I learned so much about the mistakes that I was making throughout my life, whenever I see other people making the same mistake, I have this like innate urge to just, you know, jump in and, you know, show them what I learned, you know, teach them what I learned. But then that's another lesson I learned is you can't control people like that. You can't force people to change like that. They have to go through it themselves first. So I'm learning things along the way all the time. How about you find someone who appreciates you for being you instead? That's what I do now. But back then I hated myself so much that I thought, oh, if somebody likes me for me, then they mustn't be a very good person. They mustn't be a very important person. If somebody likes me for me, you mean I didn't have to work to win you over? Then you must be a low quality person. You know, because like, what the hell do you see in me? Right? It's all very, very toxic. It's all very toxic and to do with low self-esteem. But I'm like, it's been a journey to get here where I am now. It's also hard to accept that some people may never get to the same point of understanding too. Yeah, and I didn't understand it before how other people couldn't see things the same way that I did. But then as I get older, as I become a hag, I learn to realize, okay, yeah, no, it's completely valid and completely possible. And it doesn't mean anybody's wrong. It doesn't mean anybody's wrong. Even if you see things differently, it doesn't mean one person's right, one person's wrong, right? It's sad to see them go through it sometimes knowing you could help. Yeah. It's like, I think it's a very human urge, right? If you think that you can help, if you are in a position to help and you have the capability to help someone that you care about, you're gonna want to help them, right? It's gonna make you frustrated not being able to help them, even though you know you can. But I feel like that's something you just have to accept. You can't like forcefully help somebody when they don't want it, I know it's like when I first encountered this concept, it was hard for me to wrap my head around it. But I'm slowly beginning to understand it. People have different lenses they see things with based on their life story. Yeah. Yep, exactly. Yep, everyone sees everything differently. So I'm just learning to let go of the wheel, of everybody's wheel. I am no longer going to try to control things as much as I used to. If someone gives off a red flag vibe, is it not instinctual to tell your loved ones? It's absolutely instinctual. That's why I say it's a very human urge to help and protect those that you care for, right? It's a very human urge. Is that a package of cookies on the table, the orange one? Yes, those are walnut cookies. Polish, underrated. Actually, so good. So I read this tweet that has to do with what I was talking about. This tweet said, when people have shown through their actions and words that they do not prioritize the type of connection you would like to build with them, please believe them. Performing for their care and attention so they'll suddenly see your worth will not build healthy self-esteem. I thought she worded that so well. And yeah, that's basically it. Like, do I need to say more? Stop chasing people for their approval. Just stop it. You are disregarding yourself. I need to see that quote to save it. Here. Let me see if I can find it and then... trying to find the... Oh, there it is. I found the tweet. I will copy a link to tweet and then post it on the Discord. Okay. Trying to appeal to them when they are simply not interested in mutual reciprocity will not change their mind. In fact, this behavior really stunts our ability to honor our own feelings enough to build our self-esteem in a healthy way. Just think about that for a second, guys. Stop chasing people for their approval. People will not appreciate when you give more of what they already don't appreciate. They will not love you more the more you give them what they don't appreciate. Misa, why do I feel like you're screaming this advice for yourself? I am. I have to remind myself this every day. Like, every time I chased somebody, every time I chased for somebody's validation or approval, it ended up in the worst way possible, okay? Even when I got their validation, it was something to have to maintain constantly. It was something I worried about losing constantly. It was never like, oh, thanks, I got your approval now, I got your validation, so I can move on happily in life. No, like, every day it was a struggle to maintain that approval. I was not being myself, and I was so worried every day that I would lose their approval. It's like I had to constantly maintain this image of somebody that they would like and approve of. And it was so tiring. Hella tiring. It's easy to say, but it's hard to convince yourself otherwise when so many people have gaslit you into thinking you're worthless. Trying to get their validation somehow makes you feel like you're not the person they said you were. I get it, which is why it is so important to remove yourself from any toxic situation and environment where you have to chase for approval. Like, imagine your favorite Twice member. Imagine you're Twice bias. Maybe it's Naya, maybe it's Mina, maybe it's Sana. Like, you love them for who they are, right? Imagine if they were put into a toxic environment where they had to be somebody else. They had to adopt a different kind of personality. You'd be sad. You'd be so sad. Because you love them exactly for who they are now and their personality as it is. And I know it's hard. It's hard to convince yourself and just, adopt, I'm not going to chase anyone, I'm not going to seek people's approval. But it's self-work, okay? It takes so much self-work to get to that point where you're comfortable with who you are, to a point where you don't need somebody else to give you your self-worth. And so I guess the question I wanted to ask is, are there people that you seek approval from? And why do you seek approval from them, if you do? Like, can you think of anybody in your life that you're trying to seek approval from, or you're trying to seek their validation in some shape or form? No? Not at all? Well, Bredo, you're one of a kind. Not anymore. There was, but I left them in the last year. No need for approval. You say you don't have. And I would say right now there really isn't anyone that I'm trying to seek approval from. But then sometimes I will catch myself in the moments when I'm hanging around certain people. I'll feel like, oh, I'm changing my opinions and behavior to fit in, to feel approved by this person. I'm just like, damn, I should not be doing that. I don't know if it's like seeking, but more like desire their approval. My closest people, best friends, significant other, good friends. I don't think that's. I think that's more healthy. That's not an unhealthy form of it. I mean, I think it's okay to seek approval from people that you admire who are actually quality people. And yes, when I say this over and over again, stop chasing for validation, I'm partly telling myself to. What kind of approval are we talking about? Like when you feel like you're not good enough for somebody. Because time and again, I felt, oh, I'm not good enough for them. I'm not good enough for them. And I have to take a step back, like, but are they even good enough for me? Like, why am I trying so hard for them to like me? I want to say no, but if I'm being honest with myself, I can't help but want their approval to prove that they were wrong about me. It's silly because logically it shouldn't matter, but I can't help but feel that way. I think it's also a human urge. It's a human urge. At one point, this person was probably someone you looked up to. Yeah. And I'm so glad I no longer look up to them. Usually, growing up, the people that I sought approval from were people who had qualities that I wish that I had. You know? Like, oh, I wish, I admire this quality in you because I feel that's lacking in myself. So maybe if I had your approval, I'd feel like I'd absorb some quality from you, Or it's like, oh, this person is so popular, like everybody likes this person, so then if they like me, then that means everybody else would like me too. It's kind of childish and kind of naive. It's a thing to grow out of, in my opinion. Because then when you put all your worth in somebody else's hands, that's so dangerous. That's dangerous as hell. I. Is this like wanting people to acknowledge one's skill or personality? In this case, I would. Or just, I'd say, like you as a whole. Like you as a whole. What song is this? Moonlight. I swear, my camera is getting like worse as time goes on. I don't know how to fix it. I swear it didn't used to be this grainy. Actually, 480p, Misa. Just use DSLR. Just get a DSLR 5 head. I don't have a DSLR! The camera stopped chasing after 720p and stays at 480p. Sag. I once tried to make my whole school try to acknowledge my existence and approve of me, and like Naruto did with the Hidden Leaf Village, but I gave up. The light bouncing back from the divider is gone. Homie Bear, it sounds like you've grown out of it though, so I'm proud of you for that. Maybe. There's a lot of light in my apartment right now. I don't know why it's not catching it. Why not use phone as camera? First of all, I don't know how. Nobody else but Ooh, this is a heavy question. Maybe we'll skip that question and we'll segue into it with something less heavy. Second question for you of the day is, what do you not like about yourself? Is there anything you don't like about yourself? Everything? You don't like everything about yourself? Too literal with everything? I poop too much? I also don't like that about you, Brad. I don't like a whole lot about myself, but I'm working on those things. There are days where minor issues cause me to ruin my day and others as well. Like, what specifically? My jealousy. It's weird, it's hard to get it controlled sometimes. What do you mean by I'm too literal with everything, the fall off? Lazy. Music a little loud? I don't like how I would get angry or annoyed easily. Alcohol free. Yes. I wish I could go with the flow of life more and be less stubborn minded. Like, less wanting to control things. What about you, Misa? What don't I like about myself? I get it. I don't like my anxiety. My anxiety causes me to get emotional and impatient. But I don't really think my anxiety is part of me. It's just a mental health issue. I never had control during childhood, and I always thought adulthood meant more control of things was wrong. Same here, Arg. Never had control as a kid, so now as an adult, I try too hard to control everything. I realize that's not what life is about. Anxiety is really rough because the more you try to control, the more it becomes. Don't like how I procrastinate a lot. See, if you asked me this question like 5 years ago, I would have a lot to say. I would have a lot to say. I'd be like, ah, I don't like, I'm lazy. I don't like, I'm disorganized. I'm messy. But now, like when you ask me that question, like I have to think really hard about it because I don't think about this very often anymore. Before, I would like in high school and college, I would always think about what I hated about myself. So this would always be like in my mind. But now, like I don't really focus on that. So it's like it's hard for me to even think, what don't I like about myself? The good part is at least you're aware of it and you are trying to change these things, which it looks like you're improving yourself. First step is acceptance. I also don't like how I'm such an overachiever and how I tend to hide what I feel. Talking about the person pleasing part. Like, obviously, there's a lot of things about me that, I need to improve on. But for me to say, oh, I don't like this about myself, actually, what is there? Mostly the anxiety. Mostly the anxiety. Obviously, I don't like the way I look sometimes. Otherwise, yes, I know my webcam is glitching. Okay, it's like a $1 webcam. Okay, there's this one thing that I realized about myself recently. Um, that I didn't really realize until I thought about it some more. And I guess you could say this is one thing I don't like about myself. But I feel like this is something that I'm just biologically born with rather than like it's something I have to fix. It's that I'm not very good at processing like new information and stimulus very easily. That makes sense. Like when I'm thrown into like new environments or just a lot of new information coming at me from all directions, I get taken out of the present very easily. So some people, they say, "Oh, Misa, you look like you're not really present or you're not really there." I think it's I think I just process like information differently from other people. I don't know. Sometimes in school, right? In school, when they teach new concepts, I won't get it right away, but like just give me a little time to think about it, and I'll understand the concept better than anyone. Just give me some time to think about it. But like in the moment, I feel like it takes me a while to process that new information. Or even, just when I'm watching videos or looking at artwork or just like looking at anything that stimulates my eyes, like it takes me forever to indulge in it. It takes me forever to process all the details because I look at the details. I don't look at the whole picture. I look at the details, right? So I have to like overanalyze all the little details before I can be like, okay, I understand now. So I guess you could say I don't like that about myself because it makes life a little bit hard, and it makes me fixate. I get very fixated on things. We've had 4 new hires at work for almost 2 months, and I barely learned all their names this week. I don't know if that's the same thing, but I guess it could be. Yeah, it feels like I'm taking more time to catch up. I know that it's not that like I have a learning disability or anything like that, or like my brain works slower. I think I know that I just process things differently. I process things differently. Like I can't just look at the overall picture, the whole picture, and be like, okay, I have to like look at it pixel by pixel by pixel, and really like dissect the shit out of it. That's how I process anything really. Like if I'm meeting with a new group of people and I'm eating lunch with them, I'll be sitting there like trying to observe everybody and learn about everybody, to the point where I'm not in the present and focus on the conversation. I'm just trying to like take in the new information that's happening around me and trying to absorb everything and be like, okay, so this person is like this, okay, they look like this, they speak like this, okay, processing the data, processing the data. I'm kind of the opposite. I think I process things very fast, but it's surface level processing. I'm more of a jack of all trades and a master of all trades, if that makes sense. I think I think I get it, but I wouldn't be able to say it back to you. I don't know how to rephrase it back to you, but I think I get it. can relate to the school part. I have to write down every little thing so I can go over the info again by myself to catch up. It's difficult for me to pick up concepts right away. And that's not to say like all concepts I have to take some time with. Just certain things. I think it's like when it's too much information or too much new information. So things like thinking on my feet and improvising on the spot, even though I do all of that for stream, is not actually something I'm good at all. I like to be prepared and like to know exactly what I'm going into. Signal. I have a problem with being too literal when talking or joking with people. Maybe logical is a better descriptor. Too literal. Relate to that. Sometimes I adopt other people's habits that I hang out with a lot doing that. I'm more of a large picture because if I try to do what you do, I'll be overwhelmed and dissociate. The thing is, I do get overwhelmed and I dissociate, but I can't look at things any other way. Right? Like even when I watch a good film, or any film at all, like I want to go through it frame by frame. I want to analyze each and every little scene, pick apart the details. Like, oh, the lighting in the scene is this way because this. The characters are positioned like this because of this. Okay, and then like after a movie, I'll go on Reddit and I'll go on Wikipedia and I'll look up the entire synopsis and read up the entire analysis. I want to understand and just like absorb every part of it. Same with people too. I get very fixated on people. Like if there's somebody that I like or admire, or even somebody that I find interesting, I will want to understand like every little bit of detail about them. And I find it hard because I don't know how to. I don't know how to get enough of things. Like I want to indulge, but I don't know how to indulge. That was everything I realized this weekend about myself. So sometimes, there's so much I want to do, right, in life. There's so much I want to do. I want to draw. I want to build my puzzle. I want to edit videos. I want to do this. I want to try this game. I want to do this. I want to learn this. I want to learn this new skill. And I just get like choice paralysis, and I can't handle all of it. And I lie in bed and don't do anything at all. Oh. So my brain is very tiring to handle. So I can't go into anything just casually. I feel like I have to process all the details and digest everything. I can't just have casual friendships. Well, actually, I could. But as soon as I get to a certain point, I'm like, okay, like this is the line, this is the threshold. If we get any closer, I want to indulge. That's kind of adorable. No. You also play out what it would be like if you did certain things. Yeah. I feel like my brain just always, steaming. The engine's always running on full blast, and it's just so tiring. Take your time, you are who you are, and you can always let people know if you ever notice it yourself. Even with stream, right? Even with stream, there's so much I want to do, but it's just, I would need a lot of time. I would need a lot of time to think about it. Like, I would need half a year off, ideally, and then I'll come back after 6 months. I'll be like, hi guys, I'm back, and I have all these great ideas for stream, and I've prepared everything. But if I don't have that time, I don't have that time to process and think. I feel like I'm just like paralyzed. Like, I'm debilitated. I can't do anything. Try doing stuff one by one. It's not a race. I do. I need to do that. But it's just, I don't know, it's hard for me. It's like my brain is just like programmed a certain way. Oh, I love this song. Complicated? Oh yes. This is the Felix song. Tonight. Yeah, and I didn't realize all these years until one of my friends mentioned to me that that they think they might have this condition, which makes it hard for them to focus on things without fixating. And then it made me think, oh shit, like maybe I have this problem too. I never realized it, but yeah, I think I do have a problem with stimulus. Stimulus. I don't know if it's ADHD. I don't know, but I definitely want to speak to a psychiatrist. It's HDMI. Yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure I have some form of PTSD too, but I don't know. I've never spoken to an actual proper psychiatrist properly. I'm sure I have some myriad of mental health issues just because of my upbringing. I just don't know what it is. It'd be nice to put a label on it once and for all, you know? Because I've had a lot of traumas growing up, and yet, I've never really taken the time to process them until very recently. PTSD can create a lot of brain fog. Oh, we gotta save money for equipment. See, there's so many things like always running in my head. Like, I want to do this, but I have to do this. But I have to do this. Okay, but then there's this. And then I just end up being like paralyzed in bed. This song's so good. Tonight. All right, here's the really heavy question. Actually, it's not that heavy now that I think about it, but here's question number 3. Here's question number 3. Not tonight. Okay. The question is, what do you want to get out of life? Like, let's say you're 90 years old in your deathbed, okay? What would make you feel satisfied with the life that you lived? Like, what is it that what are you looking for out of life? Are you looking to just travel and see the world? Like, are you trying to meet your soulmate? Marry Momo. Apparently, you have mommy issues, Bredo. They say if your bias is Momo or Jiho, you have mommy issues. At the end, I want to know I was happy at some point and spent more time living for myself and not others. Does it look like I'm like holding your cheek if I do this? I'm just fixing the camera, but it kind of feels like I'm like holding your cheek. Hi, Yukihira. It's gonna be okay. That's a deep question, but so many ways to answer it. I was able to give my parents the happiness they deserve, able to make real friends and be able to love myself. Pretty comprehensive answer. I stopped believing in soulmates recently, so maybe just to enjoy life, help others struggle less, and smile more. Sounds cheesy, but trying to keep it simple. Cheek massage time. Everybody massage your cheeks. Honestly, just find a job that pays well and I'm happy. Be able to showcase my full potential and be able to raise a happy and healthy family, go to the places I want to go. Yes, I have dimples. Can't think of an answer to that question. Like, what do you think your purpose is in life? What do you want to get out of life? You have sharp jawline like Mina. It's not as sharp as Mina's. That's why I admire hers a lot. My jawline isn't really that sharp. I don't really know the answer to that question myself. I'm debating between two things. One is to live a comfortable life with minimal suffering. Two is to live the happiest possible life I can live and get the most out of it. Two very, very different purposes. Just want to be at peace with myself. Don't think I have a purpose, just trying to live life as happy as I can and not chase for others. Trying to make people around me happy and do good deeds whenever I can. Hi, Lynn. You are late today. Minimal suffering is optimal and try to live life too. So I'm very torn, okay? Like, do I go for like the most comfortable life I can go for with minimal suffering, or do I strive for the happiest life? Because it's two very different things. Two very, very different things. I'm at a point in life where if I lived exactly as I live now, I would live a comfortable life. It would have minimal suffering statistically, but I'd only be at 60-70% happiness. So the question is, do I go for 100% happiness? Do I take a risk, take a leap of faith and try to go for 100% happiness, even if it could mean a life of suffering and pain? So it's like, which one do I want? Which of the two is going to make me happy in my deathbed? I don't know what I want in life, Misa, but I do know that life, it all comes down to love. Someone once told me that they think our purpose is to love and be loved. I am inclined to believe it. To love and be loved, I can say I've already done those two things. What now? To me, even a comfortable life with minimal suffering is the maximum happiness. 60% happiness is much better than 0 to 10%. So, okay, so you'd be okay with 60% happiness. And you'd be okay living life forever at 60% happiness, even though you know you could be up here. To sarang and to be saranged. Oh my god. It's so poetic, Lynn. Yeah, so I'm kind of torn right now between a comfortable, non-suffering life versus a truly happy, passionate life. What do I choose? And it's hard because I grew up suffering. It's like Homie Bear says, I grew up living at 0 to 10% happiness. And now that I have 70%, like, why would I want to give that up to chase for 100%? Why be greedy? How do you know if you're at 60% happiness? Like, what if it's at 90%? Because I've had a taste beyond the 60%. There's so many economic nuances to this topic of how to sarang and be saranged. The older I get, Buddhist approaches make more sense to me. Desire and ignorance are the root of suffering. Being at a good level of happiness should be enough. Trying for 100% will lead to happiness. Will lead to suffering, which ironically leads to unhappiness. Life is so deep when you're pushing 30. Good luck on you. Where in the settings is this happiness meter? I don't know. I'm convinced that there's a bug that needs to be fixed next patch. Like, I can't access the happiness settings or any settings really in this game. So hopefully God patches that next update. I think the important thing about going for 100% happiness, if there's a risk of suffering, is knowing you had the skills to cope if things don't work out. I don't know. This game sucks. You can quit anytime, Brad. Like, the exit route is right there. Yeah, so right now I think I should settle for 60 to 70% happiness. I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind later down the road when I get older. I have too many side quests in this game of life. Okay, I want to just focus on the main quest line, but I'm getting so distracted by the side quests. Hi, Sifkin 2023. How bad would your suffering be if you went with 100% happiness? I have no idea. I don't know. It's all an unknown. It's a pitch black pit of unknown. Can I get a reroll on my stats? No, you can't. You can't. There are some stats you're in control of, though. Save and quit. No, there's no saving this game. You either continue or you quit. There's no saving. I think we need to define happiness. I took this theology course about happiness and the Abrahamic God. What I got from that course is that if God is happiness, happiness ain't achievable. So I think being happy, life, etc. is all up to you and what you make of it. Wish I could restart with all my stats already. Nah. If you restart, you gotta re-roll the stats, start from 0. Maybe that's the big life plot twist. There is no main quest. It's all side quests. A game with only side quests? No, there has to be a main quest. There has to be a main quest. How's your night so far? Going good. Thanks for asking. How do you know 60% happiness really isn't 100% or any percentage at all? I don't. You don't know. This question is very ambiguous and arbitrary. You think that you're 60%, but is it 60%? So do you try to go for more? You don't know. You don't know. You just have a feeling that, oh, I think there's more out there. There's more out there. So do you take a leap of faith and strive for it? My name is Tyler. Nice to meet you. My name is Misa. Nice to meet you too. The main quest is to find your own way among all the side quests. I don't know. I just wish that when we were dropped into this game of life, we got a rule book. Okay, we got a set of instructions. You know, I wish that I could talk to the creator of the game. You know, just tell me what the point is of this game. You know, what happens if I quit now? You know, what's gonna happen if I quit now? Do I have to keep going? Can I just leave? Just Alt F4? I skipped the tutorial. My tutorial was on hard mode. I had to face the boss of my tutorial. If I ever reach 60 to 70% happiness, I might change my answer in the future and reach for 100%. However, just reaching 50% would already be a dream come true, and I can't even imagine reaching that point. Maybe you're already there, Homie Bear, but you don't even know. What is this song? Never heard it before. I think we aren't meant to know. I think we are just meant to chase and strive for it. Like, point of life isn't finding or answering the question of what is life, but more like just playing the game. We are Sisyphus rolling that boulder up the hill. So suffering, the point of life is suffering. Maybe it's like GTA. There's a main quest, but everyone enjoys the side quest and messing around. Maybe we are in GTA. Fake ones. I am a fake J once. I don't know half of Twice's Japanese discography. And I'm okay with that. Okay. You have lived and loved, but are you laughing? I don't know. Am I even loved? Am I even living? The leveling in this game is pretty slow. I don't know. It's one level a year. It's fine, I guess. But I feel like the best levels have already passed. Misa, I like how you took all that and said point of life is suffering. No, point of life is not suffering. I have a few ideas on what the point of life is, but I don't know if they're real or if they're legit. I have literally never heard this song before. Misa, just like me. When it comes to the Japanese discography, I am a total noob. I don't know anything. Okay, perfect world, best girl, that's all I know. Wish I could make a Smurf. Same. Same. But damn, they really made the game impossible to make Smurfs, huh? Camera glitching. Okay, like I said this before, but I think the point of life is just, you're reincarnating every single lifetime, so just learn what you can from each life. That's all you do. Just learn. Just experience the universe. That's all you do. We about to drink one shot and talk about life when we reunite. Yes! We're about to drink and talk shit and make TikToks, right? Someone play my character for me. That can be arranged. That can be arranged. But learning isn't fun, so do you choose? Learning. Learning by osmosis. You can't help but learn in life. And if you don't learn, then what is your life like if you're not learning at all? You're just experiencing it without learning anything? Happiness meter go up 5% when the weather is nice sometimes. My happiness meter goes up when it's thundering outside. Okay, so to answer my question at the beginning when I asked, if I was 90 years old on my deathbed, okay, I would be satisfied with life if I experienced true love. I was able to create something and change the world a little bit with it. What else? What else? Ending up with Mina? I don't need to end up with Mina to live a good life. I think that's it, really. Experiencing true love and making something that changes the world a little bit. I think you changed the world with your Misayon account, to be real. Yeah, I mean, not in the way that I want. Not in the way I want. Like, guys, I know this is a pipe dream, but I really want to make a film. I really want to make a damn film. I want to make a film of some kind, okay, and change the world with it. I know it's a pipe dream. I don't know how it's ever going to happen, but that's what I want to do. I don't know. I want to feel seen. I want to feel seen by the world because I don't know. I grew up being such an outcast, so love to feel seen one day. Film. Oh my god, let me help you. Sure. Yeah. So, no, not a horror script. Not a horror script. And I think I can do it. I think I can do it. I say it's a pipe dream, but I think I can do it. Somehow. I don't know how, but I think it's gonna happen. Okay? I gotta believe that I can do it, right? It's not that I don't want fame so much. I just want to be understood. I have skills to help. I got you, girl. I have good eye for things. We shall see. No, there's no script right now. There's no plot in mind. There's no real ideas. It's just I feel like there's something I want to do. Speaking of films, guys, so I've been editing vlogs, right? I've been editing clips for my YouTube. It is so hard. It is so hard to watch videos of myself. If I were to make a film, I would not star in it. 100%. I no longer want to edit videos looking at my face and hearing my voice. It's so hard. Ah! Ugh. Have you guys tried? Like, streaming is a very niche experience. Just turn the camera on, turn your mic on, and talk to it. And then go back and watch the VOD of yourself talking to the camera. It's surreal, guys. It's so cringe. Ooh. And like, I'm not gonna look good all the time. Okay, there's times I make faces and just say weird, cringe things. Okay, and I have to go through all of that. I have to go through all of that. It's so cringe. The song's so good. This. Wait, don't tell me, don't tell me. Like in my head? Okay. Okay, got it. It's just when I think of stuck in my head, I think of the chorus. I don't think of the verses. Stuck in my head. Okay, no, you know why? Okay, here's my reason. Here's my validation. Like, here's my excuse. It's because I've heard this song so many times in concert that I don't listen to it on Spotify. I don't listen to it at home just voluntarily. It's because I heard it so many times in concert that I am done with this song. Okay, so it's been a long while since I've heard it. Last time I heard it was probably the 2019 tour. All right. Weird. No, not a flex. Not a flex. No, no, no. I'm not saying that I just been to so many concerts that I'm sick of the song. Okay, this includes like fan cams and concert DVDs and just seeing them perform this song. I've seen enough of it, you know. I don't mean I've seen it so many times live that I'm sick of it. I just mean this song has like replayed so many times for me on my computer and in person. All right, guys, are we on the fourth question? Third or fourth question? Fourth question. See, like this part I would not recognize as stuck in my head. Anyways, fourth question. At what point do you think you really know someone? Or at what point do you feel like you're very comfortable with someone? Like, at what point can you say, oh, like, I really know this person very well? When they're talking about someone else? What does that mean? Like, would you say, like, oh, after I've known someone for 5 years, I would say I know them very well? Or would you say something else? Never? How they perceive other people. You would know them when they're drunk. But I can know what someone's like when they're drunk without knowing who they really are. When you share deep stuff with them. So when you share deep secrets with someone, then you can say you really know them. After you go through a traumatic experience together, in a way, I think yes, because then you show your raw, truest side during the traumatic experience. When they're already open about their flaws as a person. So if you meet somebody and they're very open to begin with, would you say you know that person very, very well? Is it based on how much they tell you, or is it based on what you've experienced together? Or is it based on like what you talk about in your conversations? It's when you hate the same things. There have been people that I've bonded with over the same over things that we mutually hate. And those ended up actually some of them ended up pretty good friendships. Some of them did not end up very well. I disappeared to create a clip. What did I miss? The fourth question, Goat, is at what point do you think you really know someone? Or at what point do you find you're very comfortable with someone? What song is this? BS1. BS1. I know it's BS1. I know it. It's a very sad, slow song. Because BS1 is very unique. They don't really have a song as slow and emotional as BS1. In fact, I think the song is a little too slow. That's my hot take. I think it's a little too slow. And my reason for asking that question is at what point do you think you really know someone? Is because, like, I have had friends who I've known for like years and years and years, but I still wouldn't say I know them very well at all. But then there's people who I've only talked to for like a few weeks or a few months, and I would want to say, yeah, I know them very, very well. But then it's like, do I? If we haven't gone through certain experiences together, And if we just haven't known each other for that long of a time, can I really say that I know them very well? Even if like we talk about a lot of things or if we've gone through a lot together. So it makes me think, at what point can you really say you know someone really well? What does be as one mean? You know, be as one like entity. Nine is one. Comfortable with someone if I can joke around and speak casually. I know I'm comfortable with them if we can just sit around in silence and not feel awkward. I feel like I know someone fully when I've seen all their sides, their attitude when they're pressured or stressed, or the way they act around their other friends, or the way they act around their family. That's a good answer. I like it. It could also be more about the kind of things you talk about with the person, and sometimes not the length of time, but also the quality of time. When you know how they would act or respond to something before it happens, like a question to a situation. I like that. I like that. BS1 performance at their first arena tour was legendary. Yeah, I still have the video posted on Misa Puffs. At what point do you know? Don't think I ever know people. I sort of analyze everyone I meet and put together a picture in my head. So essentially, I know I don't know, but I'm going to try and know based on what I see, observe. I think it's better to give people room to grow and just love them because oftentimes people don't know themselves and mostly just go off vibes and gut instincts. If I feel good with them, I feel good with them. If not, I'm just polite. That is a very feeler answer as opposed to a thinker kind of answer. When you say that, it sounds like you're the type of person who just feels things and you don't question it too much. Whereas if I feel an emotion, I will question everything about it. If I like someone, I will question, why do I like them? What do I like about them? What is it do I like about them? What things do I like in what order? If I feel a certain way, I will do everything I can to get to the bottom of why I feel that way. Okay. Conversely, if I don't like someone, why don't I like them? Like I have everything in my life just systematically like analyzed. You ask me anything, I'll have an answer for it. And if I don't, I will spend the next day just like processing and giving an answer. Yeah, I'm a feeler and a thinker in one. Like I always need to justify why I feel a certain way to feel safe. If I can't justify why I feel that way, I don't feel safe. Think versus, but I am a feeler. I'm an INFJ. I am a feeler, but I do try to reason out why I feel the way I feel. Have you ever been ghosted? Hell yes, I have been. Who hasn't been ghosted? Being ghosted hurts like hell. Never seen a ghost before. Lies. Being ghosted hurts the first time, but then I think as you get used to that feeling of being ghosted and you sort of know what red flags to look for, you eventually are able to not take it as personally. Like it's more so a reflection on them than you. The first time I was ever ghosted, I was like I had a breakdown, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, like the first time I got ghosted, like what did I do wrong? Like, is there something I did? Did I upset this person? And now I'm more of the I subscribe to the school of thought of listen, if they're not going to communicate with me, if they're not going to tell me what I did to upset them, like it's not my responsibility to figure it out. Nope. Like if they're going to ghost me, then they're clearly just an immature, irresponsible, uncommunicative person who I'm not going to spend my energy on. That's what I think now. But back then, being ghosted really affected me, like affected my self-worth and how I saw myself. Why would anyone ghost Misa? You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. When I get ghosted, I ask my loved ones, what did I do wrong here? But in a way, I'm like glad I got ghosted, so I learned what it feels like and how to navigate that situation. What face did I just make? I don't know what I just made. Whatever. There's some people who, I guess going back to that question of at what point do you think you really know someone? There's people who I know they don't even know who they are. Because that usually manifests in similar ways, in that they're very wishy-washy. Their opinions change depending on who they're with. So for those people, it can be hard for me to get close to people like that. Because I like transparency and decisiveness. Sometimes people just ghost you out of intimidation and fear. I think fear is like 90% of the reason why people ghost others. Just wanting to avoid the problem. Yeah, and with that, just don't expend too much energy on it, honestly. There's really nothing you can do in that situation. And I spent way too much energy trying to fix things that are out of my control. Love line. Yes. Would you say you are more of the communication, confrontational type of person? I would say I'm communicative, yes. Confrontational, I don't know. That makes it sound like I'm very good at confrontations. I'm not. But I'd like to say I'm mature enough where I can communicate my feelings. And I would never ghost somebody. And I'm glad to be able to say that I'm at this point in life where I can communicate. If there's something wrong, just fucking say it. Like, if I feel like you're angry at me, I'm just gonna come out and say, like, is there anything you're upset with me about? Because you've been acting this way. And then we'll have a talk from there. And I want to be with people like that. I don't want to interact with people who are just, cowardly and dodgy and like they'll get passive aggressive but won't tell you what they're mad at. I'm so done with that. I am so done with that. So it's not that I will always like confront people. I'm scared of confrontation still. But it's like I don't want to waste any more time being childish and not communicating when everything can be solved just through communication. I hate that attitude. Yeah. Like, why are you dragging on the problem by not talking about it? Like, we're adults here. Just talk it out. If you don't want to talk, then let's not have a relationship at all. Don't want to waste my time. Like, if I was 15, if I was like 14 in high school, you know what? Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of people around like this, and I just have to deal with it. But at this point in life, I'm done. Like, I'm here to be a better person, and I want to be around people who are willing to put in the effort. That's the boundary I've drawn for myself. Isn't it just common courtesy to verbally end things? I don't think I can ever ghost someone without ending the issues first before I can move on. It is common courtesy, yes. It is common courtesy. It's also contextual based on how, like, what your relationship with this person was. Like, if you had just met like 2 days ago, I don't know, it might be okay to ghost. It's not nice, but I would think it's more appropriate or less inappropriate to ghost. But if this is like a long-term relationship and you end things just ghosting them, I think that just makes you the coward. Like, no, there's no excuse for you in that case. But also contextual, very contextual. Like, are you at risk of being physically harmed? Like, that's different. That's different. Misa in chat, is this weird? I write stories and fanfics of IRL people in my head. I feel that I know them well enough if I can write them in stories. Do you have their consent to write stories about them? When you have an actual relationship with a person, never ghost them. If you ghost someone, and again, situational and contextual, but let's say you ghost someone on the basis of you're just much too stressed, you're overwhelmed, you can't deal with anything in life, you're having a breakdown, that is fair. That's fine. Like, take care of yourself first. Okay? But if you ghost someone simply because you're like, I'm fucking sick of this, I don't want to deal with you, like, I'm gonna move on and not think about you anymore, and or whatever. If you're being like hurtful and malicious in the way that you're ghosting, I think that's a very bad reflection on yourself. I don't know if I'm explaining it right. Like, if you're ghosting because you don't have the capability or capacity to talk it out right now, that's understandable. Anyways, it's all just so contextual and specific, honestly. But at the end of the day, ghosting, usually bad. Usually bad. If it's a relationship that you cared for, don't ghost them. Don't ghost them. If you ghost someone that you care about, it really hurts them. It sends a deep message. It sends a deep message. And I said this before, but I ghosted one person. I've ghosted one person in life. I've ghosted one person in college. It was this guy who really liked me, and I have to admit, I ghosted them because I was too lazy and cowardly and I just didn't want to deal with it. I didn't want to deal with it. And this person was just so strange and gave off so many red flags that I didn't bother giving them the courtesy of having like a final conversation. I just no longer ever wanted any more interactions with this person. But now, like me right now, I would not do that. I would send them a final message. But at the time, like when I did it, I knew it was selfish. It was selfish. Did they take the ghosting well? They took the hint. After me not responding for a bit, they just stopped texting. But yeah, like I know that was the one time I ghosted anyone, and I know that I did that because I was being selfish and I just didn't want to deal with this problem. I just wanted to like shove it under the bed in the closet, like be done with it. I didn't want to deal with it anymore. But I don't think that's a good excuse to ghost someone. Depending on what the red flag is, of course. Contextual. Hi, Brian. Hope you're enjoying your party. Would present you go back to the person you ghosted and give it closure, or just leave it be as it is? Yeah. If I could, I would go back and give them closure. Also, back then, I didn't know what it was like to be ghosted. So, I did it very carelessly. Like, I remember everything about it. It was, in the beginning, I liked this guy. I liked this guy in college. And we went on a few dates. But then, we got a little bit closer, and then he revealed something about himself that I thought was extremely bizarre and a red flag. And then I didn't have the heart to tell him I don't like you anymore. I don't want to go on dates anymore. So I kept, hanging out. I kept hanging out. And I must have been such a bad communicator. Because I clearly led this guy on, even though I stopped liking him already. So at the end of the day, my solution was, I don't know, this is stressing me out, so I'm just gonna ghost this guy. I'm just gonna ghost him. Yeah, so I did it because I didn't want to deal with the issue. But now I would never do that to anyone. Let's say it's a learning experience for you. Yeah. It's just at the moment I was like, I don't want anything to do with him anymore. I don't want to talk to him anymore. I don't want him to message me anymore. I'm just done. So I just stopped replying. It was petty, really, honestly. It was childish. Ghosting sometimes can be necessary. I don't think everyone deserves closure because some people don't know how to accept no. I've seen a lot of friends try to break up with exes over and over. And only when they've ghosted them did they finally move on. Like I said, it's very contextual, right? If you already tried letting go and this person is still like not understanding, this person is still being stubborn and not respecting your wishes, in that case, ghosting I think is perfectly fine because you've already tried. In my case, though, I think this guy would have left me alone if I just told him that I'm not interested anymore. But I was afraid of how it would reflect on me, and I was afraid of what his answer would be. I didn't want to go through that conversation. I didn't want to make the effort. Obviously, if it's a dangerous situation or if like they're crazy ex, ghosting is perfectly fine. If that's what you need to do to get them to cut them off. But if you know they're a person who's reasonable and willing to communicate, then I think it's courtesy to give a final message at least. I once ghosted a friend because their mood was affecting my mental too much. Had multiple friends with depression at the time, reconnected later on, but I felt like shit doing that to them when I knew that they somewhat needed me. It's almost like a rite of passage. Ghost someone and be ghosted once in life. Yeah, I know that time I definitely wasn't ready for anything. I wasn't mature enough. Like even now, like there's so many things that I don't know and so many things I'm not great at. Although I'm a lot better now than 2 years ago. It happens, Faye. It happens. Anyone here who had a crazy ex? I'm fortunate enough to say I have never had like a really crazy ex before. I ghosted a girl I liked because she kept making excuses when I tried to make plans. Kept saying her parents didn't allow her, etc. She would send long, thoughtful messages and share short stories that she wrote, but I got fed up and stopped talking to her. I was less understanding than that. But at least you know it now. Like most of the time, I will associate ghosting with honestly just being childish. Depending on the situation. But yeah, I feel like in most cases, like the times I've ghosted people and the times that I've been ghosted, it's always just been a very childish situation. Childish situation. I think that's all the questions I had. Actually, I had more questions. I had more questions, but I will save them for next time. But yes, ghosting is definitely not the way to go most of the time. And some people will not handle being ghosted well at all. Sometimes ghosting people will actually make the situation worse. Honestly. Sometimes ghosting will not be the solution of cutting someone off. I'm trying to do this thing where where I have a window open showing the question. Let me try something. Let me try something. Yeah, here. Um, this is a confession that I got in the Google Docs like a few weeks ago, actually. Let's see. To be honest, most of the confessions are this long. Okay, Anon says, this is extremely embarrassing. I never thought I'd be writing this. I fell in love with a Twice member. Like, fall in love feelings. Romantic feelings. I don't know how it happened. I never saw it coming and certainly didn't intend for it to happen. And I'm a pretty smart person and I know I have absolutely no chance of dating or even meeting her. Yet it still happened. The last time I fell in love was over 8 years ago and it was toward a friend and it was one of the most painful experiences of my life. It's made me be extremely cautious around people I start to have a crush on, but with her, I didn't even know I liked her that much. And they aren't even my bias to begin with. I've always had a soft spot for her, but to literally fall in love was something I never thought could happen. I've only been following twice for a year too, but I knew the feelings as soon as I felt it. I couldn't stop thinking of her. My chest would get tight every time I saw a picture of her. I knew this was the same feeling I felt way back then. Thankfully, I'm pretty self-aware. I know I won't date her or anything like that, and will be so happy for her if she ever dates someone else herself. It's kind of nice knowing you can't be personally hurt by her, but I can't help but feel a little bit of sadness knowing I won't be able to be with a girl as amazing as her. I'm just worried that after I get over her, will I have the same appreciation for her as I did before I fell in love? Someone please tell me I'm not alone in falling in love with a whole idol. Alright. Can anyone in chat relate? Has anyone fallen in love with an idol before? The thing is, I got into K-pop idols like before I really realized what love is. So maybe at the time I thought I was in love with an idol, but maybe I wasn't really. It's like, it's hard to distinguish. Like, do I just really admire this person or do I love them? Am I in love with them or am I just like obsessed with them? Is it like a celeb crush? Like, what is it? I don't know. I don't know. Like, you have to define, like, what do you mean by falling in love? Have you, like, Can you really be in love with someone if you don't really know who they are? That's another thing, right? Like, are you in love with the member or are you in love with the idea of that member in your head? You know? Because to say you're falling in love with someone is a big statement. Is a big statement. Like, at one point, I might have had, like, a crush on a Twice member. And it was mostly because I was projecting, like, somebody else onto them. So, love is a big word. Yeah, and on this might just be infatuation. Not to, like, invalidate your feelings or anything, but this may be infatuation. It's hard to tell the difference between, like, falling in love and infatuation sometimes. And really only sometimes time can tell. But I guess I would have to ask you, like, what about this member do you love so much? Like, what is it that you fall in love with? And is it really this member, or is it, like, an ideal image in your head? Are you in love with, like, just this type of person and what you hope this member is? You know? Can you really be in love with someone when you haven't seen them at their worst? When you haven't seen how they are when they're angry or upset? Like, just being an ugly version of themselves, personality-wise, you know? I've definitely had crushes, but falling in love is a bit far. Maybe it's because loneliness too for that person since it's been 8 years. Yeah, when I hear people say, "Oh, I'm in love with this person, with this idol, with this celebrity," I question: are you really in love with them, or just the idea of them? And not just with celebrities either. It's like whenever I hear anybody say, "Oh my god, like, this boy is so cute, like, I think I'm in love with him." Like, really? Like, you sure? I can't help but just wonder, are you just projecting? Are you just projecting? Maybe they love the idea they're portraying or the image. Yeah. Yeah. Because I know when I was younger, I would think, "Oh, I am in love with this person," but really, I've never been in a relationship with them. I don't know the ins and outs of this person. I don't really know everything about them. And once I know more about them, I start to realize, oh, you know, it was somebody I made up in my head. Yeah, so there's that. Yeah, not to invalidate your feelings or anything, or to judge or anything, but I can't help but just wonder: is it infatuation? Is it love or infatuation? Because that's two different things. Okay. Second confession. I once hid a fact from my friend that her crush liked her and wanted to know her more because I liked her at the same time and wanted to keep her to myself. Years later, I am not in contact with either of them. No wonder I was the bad guy. Seems like something that's happened a lot in high school. Yeah, that's not very nice of you, Anon. But I mean, at the time, you liked her too. So, did you confess though? Did you confess? Because it's not fair if you never make a move and then you're hiding this other fact from them. Falling in love, being in love. I think it's possible to fall in love with someone you don't really know. I think it's impossible to be in love with someone whom you don't see beyond what you initially thought. If this makes sense. So I think falling in love with an idol makes sense, but being in love with an idol, again, it's like does falling in love just mean being infatuated, obsessed with, wanting to know everything about them? That could feel like you're in love, but I don't think it's the same thing. Yeah, okay. Anon, whoever you are, I sure hope you confessed or made a move at least. Because if nobody did anything, then this was just a waste of time. Not nice. I'm sorry, Anon, but like, Omo, if you liked her, you should have wanted her to be happy. Sorry, Anon. I get the whole like jealousy and being possessive and stuff. And yeah, this is probably something I would have done in high school or middle school. But yeah, if I were in your position and I liked somebody and I knew that their crush liked them back, oh, I'd probably confess and see what my chances are. And if there was no possibility at all, I'd hope for further happiness. Yeah, it sucks to be in that position, and it's not being a good friend. Not necessarily. Because if someone did that to me, oh man, I'd be so pissed at them. I would be so pissed at them. This is a little belated. At some point after hanging out so much with my best friend in high school, I fell in love with her kinda and was mad because she had someone else, so I just kept it to myself for a while. Well, I mean, if she had someone else, then what can you really do? I'm surprised the friend never did more and confessed to the crush even after telling Anon. Yeah, also, I question, how did Anon find out that the crush liked her back? It's different if, this fact was kept secret by the person, and they never confessed either. At which point, it's not... I don't know, it's complicated. What would you guys do? What would you do if you had a crush on your friend, okay, but your friend had a crush on someone else, and you somehow just knew that your friend's crush liked them back? What would you do? Would you have helped them get together? I would still let them know. Rip the band-aid and tell your crush. You dumped him a week later. Ooh. Open a bottle of soju? At the same time, like, is it your secret to tell? Like, how did you find out about this? I get that if you were respecting their privacy by not telling the Your friend, the crush, liked them back. Oh, it's messy. It's messy. Okay, yes. So this is sorry, this is kind of late. But Anon asks, is it weird to ask someone on a first date on Valentine's Day when neither of us are sure of our feelings? Um like what kind of situation is it? It doesn't hurt to ask, right? It's never like it's harmless to ask, right? Yes, for next year, it's not late. This is advice for next Valentine's Day. I mean, shoot your shot, Anon. Why not? Brett accidentally deleted Ghost message. Okay, what happened with Goat's message was made into a poll by accident. Is it really weird? Like, if you. I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask, right? It's called a first date for a reason. You can get to know them better on the dates. I don't think it's weird. I hope you shot your shot, Anon. Yeah, I don't think it's weird at all. Yeah, a point of a date is to figure out your feelings, right? Like a date doesn't mean you're going official. Date just means you're getting to know each other more. All right. Anon says, I feel like someone thinks I'm annoying. If I asked them, they would obviously say I'm not annoying, but I can't help but still feel like they think I'm annoying. What can I do? Mm, the first question that comes to mind is, why do you think that they think you're annoying? First of all, is it like, are there actually signs of it, objective signs, or is it in your head? Because for sure, I have had times when I just felt insecure and self conscious, and I thought, oh, I'm just annoying everybody around me when it wasn't true. When it wasn't true. So, I mean, first things first is like take a look at it objectively. Have they done something to make you think that they think you're annoying? Like, have they actually said anything? You know, like what makes you feel like this? What makes you feel like this? And if they really have done something to make you like, if they've said something like, oh, like this person's so annoying, like if they've actually said something concrete or done something concrete, yeah, like do they roll their eyes a lot when you say something? Like do they ignore you? Like what is it? Because if there are objective signs and evidence that this person really does find you annoying, I think it's totally valid to bring this up. It's to be like, you could say something like, hey, I know this is a weird question, but recently I just gotten the feeling that I'm annoying you, and then you say why you feel this way. You say why you feel this way. You know, because sometimes when I speak, when I talk to you, you roll your eyes. Now it could just be in my head, but just I wanted to clear the air. You know, like, am I annoying you? Is there something you're upset about? Something like that, you know, so that it's a completely valid question, and it's not just you being, I don't know, paranoid. You know, like if you feel something, you should, and it's, you know, nagging you, just bring it up in a way that makes sense. Yeah, communication is the key. So I mean, if you just ask one, am I annoying you? Their reflex answer is going to be no. But you know, if you make your points and if you say, this is why I ask and this is why I feel like this, right? And then even if they say, oh no, at least they can, you know, they can explain why they've been doing those things to make you feel that way, right? If you say, oh yeah, you know, my eye was just itchy that day, or I don't know. But, you know, if you feel like they've done something to make you feel a certain way, I think you should let them know. Yeah. So I mean, first evaluate like why do you feel this way? Like, have they actually done something, or is it just like in your head? Are you, are you over like reading way too much into things and trying to mind read and trying to pick up on hints that aren't actually there? Or is it actually like are they actually doing something to make you feel that way? This is good stuff here. Misa needs a talk show. It's because I've been through all of this bullshit. I've been through it. Anon, I think having a decent conversation is good. Misa has a good point. Bring up specific moments, but yes, evaluate, communicate. It'll be a good start. Yes, because I've felt this way. I'm sure we all have. I'm sure most of us have. Feeling like someone feels a certain way about us, whether positive or negative. Okay. And it's not a healthy relationship if you can't bring up these topics, these things to talk about. Like, hey, I feel like, recently there's been this and that. Just wanted to talk to you about it and clear the air. Nothing wrong with a conversation like that. Misa should be a guest in the Kelly Clarkson show. Yes, take me, Kellyanne. I didn't ask this, but felt like I could have asked that exact question. It's rough thinking that. I've wondered that many times, and depending on the person, they can deflect or tell the truth. Maybe it's just in their life something is wrong and they're annoyed more easily. If they really think you're annoying, the relationship will fade naturally, I guess, if they really don't want to talk about it. In the past, whenever this happened, it didn't happen too often, but whenever it did, I remember I would bring it up with the other person. Sometimes I'll literally just be gaslit. Sometimes they'll just gaslight me, be like, "No, like you're crazy, you're overreacting." Like, at which point I recognize, oh, okay, this isn't a very good relationship if that's how you respond to how I feel. Of course, sometimes it was just my paranoia, which I've grown out of. But yeah, yeah, it's a red flag if you bring up a concern of yours. Say, "Hey, recently I feel this way. I've been feeling bad because of this." And then the first thing they go is into defensive mode. They go and say, "No, you just you. It's just you. You just imagine things. Just like you're thinking way too much. Just stop overthinking." I think that's a very that's a very careless and ungentle response for someone to give. And with those types of people, I think you should really just, especially if you're the type of person to be, you're very sensitive to feeling those kind of ways. I think it would be good for both of you if you, distance yourselves, honestly. What should Anon do if the person looks Anon dead in the eyes and says, "Yes, you're annoying"? You could be like, well, okay, I would be like, okay, well, what about me annoys you? What can I change? What have I done to upset you? But if they just find me annoying, like, okay, why are we even friends? Like, okay, goodbye. Paranoia is rough when you think something that isn't necessarily true just because it's your instinct. Gaslighting is a massive red flag in general. Yes. Even if you really are just paranoid and overthinking and reading too much into things that aren't there, I don't think it's right for the other person to say it like that. To be like, "Oh no, like no, you're crazy. What are you talking about? Like everything's fine. Like why are you being like this? Like why are you thinking so much?" There are a lot better ways of saying that than gaslighting them that way, because that is it's very discouraging to hear that. Time to move on. TBH, maybe it depends. Sometimes you can just be annoying and it's a good time to change. And yeah, like not everybody out there is gonna like you. Some people will find, some people will find my twice bias annoying, even if I find that everything she does is adorable and precious. Like people have different eyeballs, different perspectives. Someone will find you completely annoying, while another person will find you completely lovable, adorable, all of that. So just go with the people who love you. Oh, music's too loud? If someone thinks Nyan is annoying, then that friendship isn't worth having. It's like there's some idol groups who you don't care for, right? But other people, like maybe you'll find them annoying, but someone else will completely stand them. Just like, does that mean that one of you is right, one of you is wrong? No, just perspective. But yeah, Anon, it's okay. Even if they do truly find you annoying, okay, that is not someone you want to have in your life. Unless you're actually doing something wrong here, in which case, self reflection. Okay. What song's this? Brave. Okay. Next question. Oh, sorry, Gone. It's not Brave. It's Gone. I was so confident too. Like Brave. Yeah, I got it. Fuck yeah. Okay. Hey, Misa in chat. On the topic of ghosting, when would you say it's okay to stop talking to someone? I recently wished a friend happy birthday, but I didn't get any response back. Not even a thank you or thanks. That is until nearly a month later when they replied back and was actually hella curious about how I even remembered it. They did say thank you, and I understand that they were likely very busy and that it can take some time with life and all to respond. I enjoy talking to them, and ideally I want to respond to them, but I don't want to keep texting and bothering them if they don't really want to talk. I can't tell if they were just busy or they genuinely aren't feeling like talking. Should I try to keep combos going or just let it be for now? Okay. My first question is your question based on this specific scenario of you wishing your friend happy birthday and not getting a response? Or is it based on other instances as well? You know? Hold on. Yeah. Because if it was just that one instance of saying happy birthday and not getting a response back, I mean, that could just be a one-off. They could have been busy. They could have been celebrating your birthday. They could have been doing something else. But if this is based on a series of conversations where you feel like they just left you on red, or they didn't want to talk to you, that's different. And you said, I can't tell if they were just busy or if they genuinely aren't feeling like talking. You could just ask them. You could just ask them straight up, honestly. In this case, you really could just straight up ask them. Once again, communication. Just be like, hey, I feel like you've been, or, I feel like our conversations have been kind of distant recently. Like, have you been really busy or did you just not feel like talking? Just ask something like that. Something just to clear the air. Like, if you genuinely feel like there's like a lack of reciprocity here, if you feel like you're the one who's always starting the convos, if you're the one who's trying to talk, but the other person isn't really responding, maybe just ask them. Just ask them, like, is something going on? Like, are you just really busy these days? If so, like, I'll give you your space. Really, the only answer I can think of in this situation is just straight up ask them. Straight up ask them. And yeah, some people are just bad at texting back. If Anon DM'd Misa happy birthday, she would probably respond after a month too. Yeah. No, because I would probably have like just a bunch of happy birthday messages like on my phone and on Discord. So, a few will get missed. That's Reciprocity sounds like a cool dinosaur. Yeah, really, a lot of these problems we have in relationships just leads back to proper communication. Some things can be just easily solved with proper communication. I think Anon, just give the same energy people give you, especially if it's negative, especially if you tried communicating. And also, it depends how close you are. Like, did you guys used to talk a lot and then suddenly it's changed, or is this just how they are? Because, yeah, like Goat said, some people are just like this. Just give them the same energy that they give you. Misa just looked like Sakura from Le Seraphim for a second from the side angle. Which angle? This angle? This angle? I have never heard that before. Screenshot it and send it to me, Arg. I'm very curious now. Because I don't think I look like her at all. Misa therapy is free. Therapists are out of job. Connection. Oh, we got an update from the Anon who said they felt they were annoying. Hey, I'm the Anon that asked that question about being annoying. Can't even remember exactly when I asked that, but I did confront them about it already. They reassured me that I wasn't annoying to them, so I'm glad I did that. Our friendship slowly faded away after that, but I think it was bound to happen. Thanks, Misa, in chat. I'm glad that you got an answer. Okay. Whether like that's closure enough for you or not, that's for you to decide, but I'm glad that you asked. The friend lied basically. I wouldn't be so sure about that. They could have just been incompatible. Honestly, it might not have been a case of, oh, I found you really annoying. It's just incompatibility, maybe. Yeah, not everyone is meant to be a friend for life. There have been relationships in my life that just, faded away because, we were maybe compatible in some areas, but not in others. And I guess, just over time, we just both changed. Yeah, it could just be not matching. You don't have to be annoyed of someone to, not be friends with them. Also, Anon could be less chatty since you think you're annoying even after asking, and the other kind of same. It could have been anything. Could have been anything. But clearly, this friendship it wasn't meant to be. So, don't fault yourself for that. Okay. Anon asks, "How does one get motivated to go out of the house? Like, I want to treat myself good food, but then when I am at home, I'd be too lazy to go out." I'm probably not the best person to ask this question. Maybe someone in chat has a better answer for this. I don't know. Most of the time, I just really have to push myself to get out of bed. Just push myself out the door. Yeah, you're asking a bunch of introverts and homebodies. You know what? Home is a safe place to be. Home is a nice place to be. True, if you just want to treat yourself to good food, you can just order delivery. But if you're like actually just struggling to motivate yourself to get out of the house, I don't know, try to think about just like envision yourself out there. Just envision yourself happy being out there. Maybe it'll motivate yourself to get out of the house. Like, just do it. Hello, Fresh. Or Cowboy Mage asked, is the 31893 in Pog Have Fun 31893 your birthday? It is not my birthday, no. Good guess though, but it's not my birthday. Did that this week actually, just YOLO'd going to a new place and tried to find things I found interesting to do. One thing that I found is motivating for me to get out the door is, I'll tell myself, like I always remember, I'll tell myself, look, every time you don't want to go out, but then the moment you leave the door, like you have a great time. So I remind myself of that. I remind myself, oh, like even if you don't want to get out now, like just remember all those other times when you force yourself to get out the door and then you actually had a great time. Like it's gonna be a good time. The song's so good. But yes, you're talking to a group of introverts here. We're not gonna have the best advice for leaving the house. Wait, the song's actually really good. What is it? Say it again. So good. Yeah, start small, baby steps. I feel like my camera's gotten more grainy as time goes on. It really feels like I'm just like cupping your cheek. Misa Idol era? Intimate Misa moment right there. Once more? Do you really like this? Do you really like this? It's like an air hug, but like an air cheek caress. Misa say hey to chat that way. Hey. Ara, ara.
Twice.
Thank you for the resub.
This introvert found someone to
Green.
hang out with after seeing JYP thanks to your Discord.
The power. The power of moving my hand close to the camera. Dun, dun, dun. I saw the meme swordfish. You look so cute when you do that hand thing. I'm not even doing. I'm not doing anything. I'm just moving my hand next to the camera like this. Oh god. Watch that be a new emote for the Discord. Don't tilt your head or you'll really kill us. Literally, like, what is this? Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Is this intimidating you? Is this making you blush? It's funny. It's funny. You're right. It's gonna be monetized from now on. It's not gonna be for free anymore. New channel point redemption. Do the arm camera thing. The arm camera thing. Just. That's so funny. The things you discover on stream. The cheek caress arm camera thing. What is it? What is this? Like, what is the effect of this? Why is it so powerful? You gotta call out that person's name as you do it too. Okay. Yes, that'll be the channel point redemption. Calling your name with the arm camera thing. Redeem the arm camera thing plus ooh ego together. Oh, I don't think you want that. Stream was so fun today. Sad that it's ending. Thanks for streaming me. So these are honestly my favorite streams too. Just being able to talk about life, the world, just everything. It does kind of give me the look of you turning someone's head to face you. Turning someone's head to face me. Oh. Okay, okay. I get it. Like you want their attention, like, hey, look this way. Okay, I'm stopping. No, it's not Last of Us time. That's either Sunday or Monday. It was only last Friday because it's Super Bowl. But yes, episodes are back to being scheduled on Sundays.
Hey Misa. Best stream yet. Love these deep talks. Have a great weekend. Hashtag new webcam fund. Hashtag team arm camera thing.
Team arm camera thing. Thank you for the tip, Dubu. And I'm glad that, you know, the dude says my name well now. Misa. Team arm camera thing. For tonight, right as you sign off, can you hold the camera and go, "잘 자요, good night"? Oh my god. Okay, but it won't be for free from now on. I love this type of streams too. Need to think about life from time to time. These are my favorite kind of streams too. It's so chill. I'm not even streaming a game or anything. I'm just talking. I forgot to play 잘 자요, good night last time. Please stop staring right through my soul. I am not going to watch this VOD. I am not going to watch this VOD. Too cringe. I love how we just collectively call it the camera arm thing, the arm camera thing. It's such a strange niche little thing. Yeah, I like this perspective now. Oh, I'm sure somebody clipped the arm camera thing. Can we get that GoFundMe going soon? Ring light plus better camera be good. Yeah, we should get that set up. Before it becomes a sticker on Discord, we spam it and you can't avoid seeing it. I'm enjoying it because it's so strange. Like, how do we just randomly discover this arm camera thing? The arm camera effect. What are you going to do next stream? I don't know yet. I never really know. It's the arm camera and staring effect. The Riz though, the Misa Riz. People here need more hugs. This is like a half hug. It's like there, you'll be okay. It better be called arm camera thing on the Points Redemption or we riot. Anybody who wasn't here today is gonna be so confused. What is this arm camera thing? You can't really guess from just hearing arm camera. Like, you don't even know what that is. Name it Pet the Streamer or Pet the Viewer. You underestimated your own power. Redeem and find out. Arm camera. Please don't look me in the eye. I get nervous. Like this? I want to like get to the bottom of this. Like, why this is such a powerful effect. I think it's so funny though. I think it's so funny. Misa enough. But you won't be getting this anymore this often. It's the eye contact. I'm not gonna watch the VOD. I am not gonna watch the VOD. This is way too cringe for me to watch. Get someone you'd like to do it to you. You'll understand. Oh. Okay, I can kind of imagine it. Cringe. I got a little bit flustered, not gonna lie. 잘 자요? Good night. Yes, enjoy it while it's free. Alright, guys, I hope you have a good weekend. Keep in mind that The Last of Us is coming out on Sunday. Gixo says, do it again, you won't. 알아. Bye. Today's stream was really fun. Good night, everyone. I will see you on Monday.